Hey campers! Today, cooking with Tundra, we are going to be making some baked apples. You're going to need to gather up some apples, your favorite flavor. You're going to need brown sugar. You'll need some cooking spray and some heavy-duty Reynolds wrap. And then have a parent help you if you need to use a knife to cut with. If you have an apple corer at home, you may use one of them. This recipe is awesome for the campfire, but you can also make it in your oven at home. So to start off with, you need to cut your apples or core them. I'm going to show you both ways of making baked apples. So to use just the core, you're going to line up the core with the center stem, or the way I like to do it so I get it more in the center is I take the bottom and I line it up with the center there because the seeds are right off of that bottom flower. And you'll have to use a little force, but you can core your apple all the way through. And it pulls right back out, and then you spit the core out. Just toss that away, you don't need it. The other way to core an apple is, with a parent's help, you take your knife and make sure you have a cutting board underneath you. You'll cut your apple in half, and then you can take a spoon like this and you can core out the center of the apple. I just push in with the spoon, and it's okay if you push a little too far. You're gonna eat the apple later anyway, and you're just gonna kind of scoop out the core and the seeds. Next, we are going to take our aluminum foil, and you want to get a square big enough to wrap all the way around your apple. That should do. And we are going to set our apple on top of it. Like that. You can pick your apple up and spray a little bit of cooking spray. This will prevent your apple from sticking to the aluminum when we're done cooking. And we are going to fill our apple with some of the brown sugar. Once you have your apple filled with the yummy brown sugar, put your two halves back together, and you can squish them because the brown sugar will stick to itself. And you're going to wrap up your apple. No particular way to do this. Any direction that actually covers your apple. And if you rip the aluminum foil, that's okay, because we can always get another square and put it on top. If you're baking this over a campfire, 2 layers of aluminum foil are a smart idea so that you don't burn your apple. Roll it up and do that, and then put it in a baking dish to put in the oven. All right, now that our apples are all filled with the sugar and wrapped up and in my oven safe dish, we're gonna put it into the oven. If you need help from a grown, make sure you go grab your large human person who can safely handle the oven, and always use your safety mitts. So I'm going to open up my oven, pull my tray out, set my dish in, and push it back in. Your oven will be at 350 degrees. We are going to bake these. Hey campers, welcome back. By now your timers have gone off and your apples should be smelling delicious. So I'm going to carefully open my oven with my hot mitts, pull it out. That smells so good. And our apples are done. I'm going to pull them out and set them up here on the stove. Push my tray back in and close my oven. We're going to let our apples cool for 5 to 10 minutes because they are 350 degrees hot. And then you can open them up and enjoy dessert. So we'll see you in a few minutes when they're cool. Hey campers, so by now your apples have cooled and you can carefully open them up. Be careful opening them as you unfold the aluminum foil. It's a little hot on the inside and you may find that your apples have been a little juicy. So be careful opening them. Once you have them opened, you can use a fork and a knife to cut out a bite. It smells so good. Blow on it if it's a little warm still. Perfect.